What is going on, Bridge family? Welcome in.
What's good,
up,
guys? Welcome to
Extra.
Read about it.
I'm your host this week, okay? This may look a little bit different, but it's because Miggy preached a fire word tonight. It was called Go Be Salt.
Hey.
And so right now we're about to get some extra from the service. I'm excited.
Extra. I'm excited too. It was fun. I loved it. I think it was impactful. I hope so. If you were there, drop in the comments if it was fire or whatever it may have been. Drop some emojis of how you felt about it. We want to see that.
Drop a fire emoji. I was there and I received ...
Amen. Family, we're excited to be with you guys on Extra. Like I said last week, every time there is a preaching, we are hopping on here and we're going to bring you some great podcast-like content.
Yep.
Amen.
That's
Are you
good.
Excited for this? How you
I'm
feeling?
excited. Extra, it's like you can always use extra sauce. I could always use an extra word. I could always use some
Facts.
extra quality time. Extra, like anything extra is good. I like this.
Facts. Extra. I think that's what we're about to do today is bring you guys something good. We're going deeper into what was preached. And let's just go ahead and dive right in, family. Let's get it.
All right. So first, the whole word as a whole was literally amazing. You delivered with such excellence. I want to know how you came upon this word. Go be salt.
Yeah. So the whole theme of the whole month is salt and light.
Right.
And so, I mean, the way I came up with it was just Matthew 5:13, which was Jesus saying, "Go be salt in the earth," essentially. Yeah. And this was basically my whole backing for the sermon. We're talking about going to be salt. And, there was a twist in there. I put a little twist. And a lot of us maybe think like, we want to be salt in these places. Or maybe we're not sure where to be salt at. And that we're going to dive deeper into that. But essentially, I got it from Matthew 5:13. We're talking about being salt. It's the whole thing for this month. Drop salt in the comments. Drop some salt. Is there a salt emoji?
I think there is. There has to be.
Pepper maybe, but
yeah.
I don't know about salt. Okay, if there is, drop one in there. Drop some salt in there.
Yep, drop some
chat.
salt, guys. You remember that? Drop that meme that goes like this. So that's good. And I really like the opening part where you were talking about your sweet tea that didn't have sweetener in it. And it was about being flavorful. I really enjoyed that story because you said God called us to be flavorful. Everybody likes flavor. We all, like, whenever you go somewhere and something's missing flavor, I almost think, like, I never want to go back to that place. Yeah. So as we walk around being Jesus, being his feet, his hands, sharing who he is, we should always have that flavor. Like, we should leave good taste in people's mouths. That's kind of what I received from it. It was super good.
Yeah. Because flavor leaves an impact. You drink something, it is, there's nothing to say about it. It's just bland. There's only one word. But when you have flavors like, it's like tangy, it's sweet, or it's sour. There's so many words to describe something.
It's just delicious, watery. My mouth is tingling.
Fusion.
Yeah. That's good.
And so when it's flavorful, it's rememberable. And I think when we're flavorful, we're memorable. And when we're memorable, they'll remember when they're down bad. Hey, Jesus, that one guy, he was flavorful. I need some Jesus. So we need to be salt so that people will remember what they need to remember, which is Jesus.
That's true. That's true. They will always remember flavor. That's good. All right. And so we talked about some places to be salty. Yeah. And this point, it was a little unexpected in the message. It was very unexpected. Can you share the point that I'm talking about?
Y'all ready for this? All right.
This is good.
We're called to be salt. We're called to be flavorful. We're called to be this thing, this flavor to who, where. Right. And the whole thing was being flavorful, being salt, not at church. Right. That's what I said. I said not being it. Not that we're not going to be ever there, but primarily Jesus says in Matthew 5:13 to go be salt in the earth. Yes. He didn't say do it in the church. Go be salt and then go to church and be salt. No, he was saying go be salt in the earth. And until we get that grasp, I think it was really important to preach this message because we needed to understand that there's callings that we have that we might do them in the church, but primarily when Jesus was saying go be salt, he was saying to go do it in the earth, at your workplace, at your dentist appointment, wherever you do on your daily life. You can be salt and impact someone's life and be flavorful, which leads them to Jesus.
Come on.
That's
good. That's good. And I really liked the point that you made. You come here to church to prepare, and you go into the world to be salt. So what we receive at church, it's good, and we should share it among believers. You know, the Bible also says that they'll know they're believers by the way they love each other. So we should be loving each other. We should be, encouraging and being salty to one another. But the Great Commission is to go into all the world. It's the places that they don't have flavor, that they grew up in a family that they didn't hug each other. They didn't talk. They didn't have relationships. Good. Their father left. Their mother was addicted to drugs, whatever the case may be. But in those places, we're also called to be salt, to love them and to shine a light, I think I'm moving a little forward, but we're talking about salt.
We're talking about salt.
We're going to stick to salt. But yeah, that was super good. And so you also talked about why should I be salt? And I really liked one of the main points that I got. It was a story that you kind of shared about how, what's the guy who made iPhone? Who's his name?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. That
the great.
If he was still on Earth, that he would probably be the best iPhone user because he created it. And so your creator knows how to get the best out of you because he created you. So I really like that point. I kind of want us to talk about that.
Yeah, God created us, and the creator of a thing knows how to get the most out of that thing. And a lot of us are taking advice from the wrong places, and we're being led down paths that don't lead to life. Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
And until we go to our creator, until we take our Toyota car to Toyota,
right,
we will not get the things that we need fixed.
Yeah.
If you got a brake problem and you take it to Ford, those brakes might be specific to Toyota.
Right.
And in the same way, a lot of you, we all have unique issues that will not be solved until we go to our creator. So that's where I came out with, when God says to go be salt, he's telling us to do something that he knows is best for us.
Right.
And it's going to be best for others.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from. And
not only do they benefit, but you benefit by being obedient. And that kind of leads into the next point that you had, where you said you're doing yourself a favor by being obedient to God. That was good.
Yeah.
It's like there's no benefit for God really, except that he loves you and he wants to see you prosper. But we're not doing God a favor. We're doing ourselves a favor by being obedient to him because he really ultimately knows best.
Facts.
So that's super good.
Big facts. Put big facts in the chat. Big facts. God
Drop
knows
it right
best. Now. God knows best.
God knows. God did.
God did.
If you know, you know.
Zoom in real quick. God did. I meant like I was going to zoom in. I was going to do the edit.
Shout out to the cameraman.
Shout out cameraman. I said zoom in. I was going to do an edit to zoom in, but he actually zoomed in. Shout out. He stayed ready. Come on now. I love it.
In and out of season. Always ready. That's
in
right.
And out.
But on 3.
In and out sounds bomb.
Ooh, after this?
We just had a bomb. Well, I don't want to say that by my own words. It's kind of.
I'll say that. We had a bomb word. Now let's bring us a bomb food.
You feel me?
Hey, let's do on 3. God did. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
God did.
You know what? We're stopping this whole message right now.
We gotta stop real quick.
Subscribe right now.
Subscribe.
Don't even keep going. Subscribe right now.
Stop the video. Well, we're gonna wait for 1 second or 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Hit that subscribe button. You didn't hit it yet. All right, we'll continue.
Thank you. So the next thing that this was probably my favorite point in the message, is where you had said, slay the Goliath in your life so that you don't let your children have to face the same Goliath. That was so good. Like, and then you even went further.
I had some passion on that one.
Yeah, you did.
My dad, some folks, they don't let some Goliaths. You feel me?
But that's okay, because
we gonna slay them.
Yep, we slaying those Goliaths today, so that the next generation, we're leaving generational curses of wealth, prosperity, blessings, like all these.
Amen. I agree. I received that from
healthy
my
mental health,
children.
like a lot of great things is coming.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Facts.
I'm excited. So let's talk about some practical Goliaths that maybe we had to face.
Yeah, Goliaths. Goliaths get slain when we go be salt in the places we're called to. And where is it going to be at? Not at the church. In the earth.
Yeah.
And some Goliaths that I've struggled with that, that were passed down from, parents that didn't know Jesus at the time, or they don't know Jesus. Unfortunately,
or even their parents and their parents that didn't know Jesus, because our parents had to face Goliaths because their parents didn't deal with the Goliath that's now passed down to us.
Yeah.
So it gets even deeper,
Yeah, facts. Yeah, and we need to stop the cycle today. You hear what I'm saying? Today. It can stop today.
Right now.
When you decide, I'm diving into the Bible for myself. Because when you dive and get the most important source of information, you're able to make decisions that will not just impact you today, that will impact your future.
Yes.
And why is that important? Because you're going to have children, and they're going to be blessed by the decisions you made in your past, instead of being cursed by the bad decisions that you made in your past. And when we're salt, that's what happens. Our children's children don't have to take on our Goliaths.
Yeah.
They get a Goliath blessing.
Yeah.
A big blessing is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Amen. Let's take out our Goliaths that are in our lineage, because our kids are going to have Goliaths.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure that they have the Goliaths that they're called to, not the ones I was called to. I don't want to give them Miguel's Goliaths. Just have your own, Jimmy.
Some Goliaths that I've had to deal with, I would say, is inconsistency with my relationship with God.
Yeah.
I know my father, he was really searching in every single area for purpose, and you even hit on that part too, about finding purpose, and the most researched question that people look up on the internet is, what's my purpose? Like, who am I? Where am I going? And I know that was a Goliath that my dad faced. He would look anywhere and through anyone or to anyone for purpose, to find his own. And unfortunately, he's not there yet, but we're praying and declaring and believing for his salvation, that, he gets the revelation that we got. And I'm super grateful that I'm slaying that Goliath so that my children don't have to. I'm going to leave a generational blessing of faith that generations after are going to say, Grandma Isabel, great Grandma Isabel, man, she had faith like never before. And because of her, I'm a pastor, I'm an evangelist, I'm a full-time missionary. Whatever my children's children decide to do, I know that it's because I'm facing the Goliath that my parents couldn't face. And so I'm grateful.
Preach.
And I even think, like, even deeper, that I'm facing this Goliath for my parents to also be delivered from whatever it is. Like, I believe that I can fight on his behalf. I believe that because of my obedience, because I'm choosing to look for answers in God, the creator, not, Google or the mechanic down the street or anything like that. I'm going to the source. I don't want a resource where secondhand information. I want to go straight to where I know this is true. I don't have to second guess it. I don't have to worry about what's going to happen. I have faith that God is going to make a way for my dad, for my children, for my family, for my cousins, everybody in my life, because I'm choosing to find my purpose in him.
Great Grandma Isabel is going to be blessed, and she's going to leave an inheritance to her child. That sounded funny. Great Grandma Isabel. It just sounded funny. Great. I never even thought like Grandpa Miguel. That doesn't even sound right.
It doesn't sound right to me either.
Well, we're going to get to that point, and if we don't be salt today, and we don't make the decisions that we're supposed to make today, we're going to get to that season, and we're going to have a lot of regret.
Right.
And I hope that none of us have to experience that.
Yeah.
So today, family, your day is today to be salt.
Yeah.
And with the last point that I made in the sermon was, why be salt? And we talked about it so that we can slay the Goliaths that we're called to, and leave an inheritance of blessings instead of inheritance of Goliath.
Right.
And
Super good.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And I think that it happens little by little. Like, we're not going to face the Goliath like right now and be like, oh my God, like it's a little intimidating. But if we do it decision by decision, moment by moment, it becomes easy. That's like Jesus is literally walking with us as we're choosing to get the rock and how did David slay the Goliath? What's it called?
A slingshot.
A slingshot,
It was
yeah.
like this. It wasn't like that.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
You saw the movie?
No, I watched some movie. Yeah.
YouTube.
I looked it up in the Greek and it was
Nice.
it was one of those things.
You know Greek?
Rappelle Kishine. A little bit.
No, that's good though. But with the slingshot, you know,
Yeah.
little by little, he got to that place. He didn't just, grab a big old stone and like, this is gonna work. No, it was little by little. He learned. Okay, this is what works.
That's good. The little thing that you think is small takes out a Goliath. That little rock. He didn't grab a big old rock. He used what he had, and it happened to be small in the eyes of other people. But that boy knew how to use his slingshot.
Yep.
Use your slingshot.
Use your slingshot.
Go be salt and take out your Goliaths.
Yeah. And so, as we come to a close, do you have any last closing words for our fellow subscribers? Because you subscribed, right?
You subscribed, right?
You did.
Hey, we were the extra is lit, man. Y'all gotta tap in, share, hit the like button,
Yep.
subscribe,
Comment.
do all that good stuff. Drop in the comments, I am subscribed. And I hope you are subscribed.
Don't be
Because
lying.
you
Do
need
it
to
and then comment that.
Turn on the notification bell, do all that good stuff, because we're dropping content every week that there's a sermon. 1 week out of the month there's not.
Yeah.
But tap in either way, because we're going to have some stuff, and it's going to be on our YouTube page. Follow us on Instagram too. Bridge.the-way. Follow us on IG. All right, enough
Is it
shout
Bridge
outs.
Out the Way?
I don't know.
This is not good.
All right, enough of the shout outs. We love you guys. Thanks for tapping in. Continue tapping in. We're going to keep on bringing you content. We love you. Extra.
Extra. Read all about it.
Read about it.
Next week.
Read all about it.
He put his name on me. I was a sinner, thought it was over. I put his name on it. He put his name on me. I was a label, no identity. I put his name on it. He put his name on me.
Oh, I thought you were starting.
You just said.
I forgot.
Welcome, guys, to
Welcome.
Wait, start that over. I feel like you cut me off.